All right, so we're back and ready for another deep dive. And today we've got a really, really exciting match to break down.
Absolutely. It's the final match day of the Europa League group stage, and things are going to be really interesting.
Really interesting. The two teams we're looking at today are Anderlecht and Hoffenheim. Anderlecht from Belgium, Hoffenheim from Germany. And
And they're coming into this match with completely different, outlooks on the day. Anderlecht are in a really strong position to go through to the knockout stages.
yeah.
Hoffenheim are really going to be fighting for their lives to even, stay in the competition.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what makes this match so interesting, too, are all these sort of little details surrounding it. We've got, potential record-breaking streaks on the line. We've got, young players racking up cards in strange ways. And, really a lot to unpack here.
A lot to unpack, yeah.
So I guess let's just start with Anderlecht then. As we said, they're in a fantastic position to advance to the knockout stage. Only one loss in the entire group stage so far.
Yeah, and I think for Anderlecht, this is probably their best chance to actually reach the knockout stages of any European competition in quite a few years.
Oh, wow.
They've been having a good season domestically and in Europe, and at home they've been particularly strong, especially in European games. And actually, if you look at their home record, they're unbeaten in their last 8 European matches at home, which is really, really impressive.
Wow. Yeah, that's a serious streak.
And if they win today, they extend that to 9 games, and that would be the longest such streak for the club since way back in 2004.
Wow. So yeah, Anderlecht fans are probably feeling pretty confident going into this one, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would say so.
But on the other side, we have Hoffenheim, and
Yeah.
as we said, they are really in a tough spot.
Yeah,
They need a win to have any chance of qualifying for the knockout stages. But even that might not be enough because their goal difference is really working against them.
exactly. They need a win, and they need a lot of help from other results around, the group stage.
Oh, wow.
So, it's not looking great for them. And they've only had one win in the competition this year, way back in October. So
Yeah.
form hasn't been great. And they're really facing an uphill battle. And actually, they're on the brink of a pretty unwanted record. They could become the first German team to be eliminated at this stage of the competition since the 2019-2020 season.
Wow. So yeah, so definitely some pressure on Hoffenheim, but football's a funny game, so you never know what can happen on any given day.
That's right. And actually, if you look at the head-to-head between these two clubs, well, they haven't played each other before, but Hoffenheim have actually never lost to a Belgian team.
Oh, wow.
So they do have, this sort of historical advantage, but
That's wild.
their form this year hasn't been great, so who knows if that'll count for anything.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. And actually, speaking of weird stats and interesting trends, there are a couple of things that I picked up on when I was looking at the numbers for this game.
Oh, yeah. What did you see?
So, first of all, Hoffenheim, they love a corner kick.
Yeah, they do.
They've taken, I think, something like the second most corners of any team in the competition to the group stage. So
It's definitely a big part of their attack.
yeah,
They really like to swing those balls in.
so something to watch out for there. And then the other really really fascinating thing that I noticed is Anderlecht's young star, Yari Verschaeren. He is a first half scoring machine, I guess you could call him.
Oh, yeah, he's been on fire, especially early in games.
So 6 of his 9 goal contributions in all competitions this season have come in the first half. Just pretty amazing when you think about it.
It really is. And it's what's interesting about him is that he's not your typical, poacher in the box. He doesn't just rely on, tap-ins or rebounds or anything like that. He seems to find these pockets of space in the box, and he's really good at taking advantage of early defensive lapses from opposing teams.
Right.
Teams tend to settle in defensively as the game goes on, but in those first 45 minutes, they're maybe not quite as organized, and he's making them pay.
Oh, wow. So definitely Anderlecht will want to, try and get him involved early on, I guess.
Yeah, they'll want to exploit that for sure.
And then on the Hoffenheim side, there's another really interesting trend, I guess you could call it, with one of their young players, Max Moerstedt.
Oh, yeah, Moerstedt.
So he's only 18 years old,
Yeah.
but he's made a few appearances off the bench for Hoffenheim in the Europa League. And here's the crazy thing. Every single time he's come on as a substitute, in the second half,
Yeah.
he's gotten a yellow card.
Yeah, 4 yellow cards, all in the second half, all as a substitute. It's a really weird stat.
So there's got to be something to that, right?
And it makes you wonder, like, is it tactical? Is it,
know.
psychological? Is it just a coincidence?
Yeah.
It's really hard to say for sure, but it's definitely something to watch out for.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, lots and lots of interesting narratives going on in this game, but I think ultimately, what it comes down to is, uh, can Anderlecht capitalize on their home advantage, secure a historic victory,
Yeah.
continue that unbeaten streak?
Yeah. Will they be able to contain Hoffenheim's, you know, corner kick
Yeah,
dominance?
right. And can Hoffenheim pull off a miracle comeback,
Uh-huh.
or is their European journey coming to an end here?
Yeah, big questions. And one more for me is will we see, Yari Verschaeren kind of stealing the show early on, or will Hoffenheim be able to shut him down?
Yeah, and I guess to sort of build on that, we've talked about these players, Verschaeren and Moerstedt, and these kind of strange trends that they've shown this season. Uh, do you think that those specific players are going to have an outsized impact on the outcome of the game?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, Verscharen's goal scoring ability obviously could be a huge factor for Anderlecht, and if Moerstedt comes on and picks up another yellow card, that could really hurt Hoffenheim,
Right.
especially if they're chasing the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens, but I think this is going to be a really fascinating tactical battle.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
So for all of you listening out there, what do you think? Let us know your thoughts, your predictions for the match, and as always, enjoy the beautiful game.
Enjoy the game.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.